I'm going to go ahead and do, for the first time ever, I'm going to try and do a banana cream pie. You need very few ingredients, and I think it's something very delicious that we can all make at home. First of all, you need a little bit of this banana extract. You can use an imitation, which I have right here, or you can use the real thing. After that, we also need a couple of bananas, 2 bananas, graham cracker crust, pie crust. We need some vanilla pudding, some Cool Whip, which you can find in the frozen desserts section at your supermarket. And last but not least, we need a couple of milk, a couple of cups of milk. So that is our ingredients. And now we're going to go into our first step. Okay, our very first step is to add 1 3/4 cup of milk into a glass bowl like we have here. And now we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of the banana extract into the milk. We can either do 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to do a whole teaspoon because I want the flavor to be strong. So you can either do a half or you can do a full teaspoon, depending on how much you like the flavor. That is our first step. Okay, so we just added the banana extract to our milk. We just have to mix it up a little bit. And now we're going to add, once it's mixed up well, we are going to add the vanilla pudding to this. And we're going to mix it until it's well mixed. So that is our next step. Okay, we just added the pudding mix to our milk and our imitation banana, and now we're going to have to mix it until it's well mixed all together. After we do this, we're going to go ahead and pour it all. Well, actually, before we pour it into the crust, we're going to slice up our bananas and put them at the bottom of the crust, and then we're going to pour this on top of the bananas and the crust. Okay, so that is our next step. Okay, this is our next step right here. We have the chopped, we cut up the bananas and we put them in the bottom part of the crust. Our next step now is we're going to pour our banana pudding mixture on top of this. That is our next step. Okay, and we just poured the banana pudding mixture in the pie with the bananas at the bottom, and I kind of use the spoon to spread it over, make sure it's nicely spread over this. Our next step is we're going to go ahead and freeze this, or not freeze it, I'm sorry. We're going to refrigerate it, not freeze it, refrigerate it for about 3 hours, or until it's set, until it's nice and solid. And then after we do that, we're going to go over here and put in our Cool Whip topping on top of it. So this is our next step. We're going to go ahead and refrigerate this for 3 hours. Okay, so we'll be back in 3 hours. Okay, well, it's been about 2.5, 3 hours, and I think our Cool Whip, not our Cool Whip, but our pie is ready. Looks delicious. Now comes the part where we're going to add some Cool Whip to it on top, as much as you like. Thankfully, it's got no fat, so that's a good thing, right? Okay, so we're going to add this Cool Whip on top of that, and we'll be done. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, and we just added the Cool Whip, and there is our pie. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right now and see if I can get a slice out. But you can add as much as you want if you want. If you want a lot, you can do a lot. You can do less, you can do less. Remember that it has 0 grams of trans fat, so you can add as much as you want. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut a piece out now. Okay, well, I just cut out the piece. It looks like it maybe could have sat for a little while longer in the fridge, but I was able to cut the little triangle out. So now it's just time to go ahead and eat it, and it looks delicious and it tastes delicious. I added the extra, imitation banana extract, so it really tastes like banana, and it has bananas at the very bottom of the the pie crust. So it is very good. Try it. It's very easy to make. Obviously, I'm not a big cook, but I was able to make it on my first try, and it came out very good.
That's all, folks.